Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite FIFA series on YouTube. It's Be a Goalkeeper episode 9 and I am a day late with this video. I apologise, but it was my birthday over the weekend. I didn't really want to sit and edit the whole day, so I didn't bother to do so. But here we are with the video anyway. If you do enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you're new and turn your notifications on so you do not miss anything going on with the channel. But now let's move on to the good stuff.
Who the f is that guy?
Here we are once again with EA making a mistake. That bug is still in the game. So many bugs in this game, it's getting ridiculous. But we move on to the first game of today's episode, which is against Walsall, and we are away from home. And we start this game off nice and quick. 2 minutes in and we already found our way into Walsall's box. It falls to Enzo, hits it across and finds that bottom corner. Keeper no chance. Maybe the snow got in his eyes, but that corner was calling that ball when it finds its way there. Enzo has been quiet for the last few episodes, but he's finally getting back into it. I don't even know if he's in the team, but I don't know why, because he is scoring goal after goal at the moment. Look at the run. The right back has no idea where he is. The ball is played perfectly into his stride. Hits it first time. Keeper just falls to the floor. Nowhere near it. Chucks a leg out, but it isn't enough to stop the goal. Walsall get their first opportunity 8 minutes in. He hits it straight at me, but I make the save.
Have it.
It's kind of an unorthodox save. For some reason, I do make a good save, push it out wide, but then I make a fist, foot really delayed, and I actually don't get no rating for the save either. So EA screw me over once more. Their keeper makes a fantastic save from Omar's shot, which he's been struggling to find the back of the net, but he does get another one. And look at that for a save. The deflection on the ball, and the keeper somehow reacts quick enough. Omar's just looking flabbergasted. So he hits it with his left foot, gets some power behind it, comes off the defender's foot, and the keeper adjusts himself so well to push it out wide for a corner.
Help me.
He adjusted so well, his arm phased for his face. He does make another save that doesn't phase him anymore. Walsall back on the attack now, an over top through, but he cuts it on his left foot, bangs it straight at me, and once again the save doesn't fill me with confidence. I should just push it over nice and easy, but I don't. I make a little bit of a meal of it. Maybe it's one for the cameras. Look how spectacular it is. Probably could just land on my feet, but just fall to the floor as well. But either way, I keep the ball out, then I make a meal of this one as well. Missed the ball completely. They need to score from the header. We're finding an attack. A shot gets blocked. It falls back to Omar, but it's straight at the keeper, who pushes it out wide for that corner. Now the defender's trusting the keeper with his footwork, but he makes a mistake and gives us a goal. It's our second goal, and that's the worst mistake a goalkeeper can make. It falls to Beauty Man, and the mistake is just horrible. The keeper, what is he doing? The defenders trusted him. He had all the time just hoof it up the pitch, find row Z, but he does it. He tries to be fancy with it. Passes the ball without looking as well and passes it straight to Beauty Man, and he's never going to miss from that one. That doubles our lead, and the keeper's just had a nightmare. Half-time whistle gets blown. I'm not sure why it got blown there. I think Omar might have been offside, but it looked like a good opportunity the referee took away from us. Start of the second half, and we are back on the attack all the time in the box. For some reason, it takes a little touch, and the ball gets hit straight at the keeper, who should be scoring from that situation. From that corner, we went ahead, and man on the line saves the day. Now into the 60th minute, and Omar finds the back of the net, gets his goal of this episode. He's finally getting his scoring boots back on. He's been struggling, but he's back on it.
Look at these. Nice shoes.
Nice shoes indeed if they keep scoring us goals, but I think it's another mistake from Walsall. I couldn't quite see, but the through ball to Omar, he's got all the time in the world. He's never going to miss that. Defender's nowhere near him. Just takes his time, the composure's end, wellies it straight past the goalkeeper. Walsall on the attack now, finding their way into our box. No defender marking the man in the middle. And I am seething with this one. I dive to the bottom and the goalkeeper doesn't react. I thought they'd fix this bug, but it looks like it's found its way back into the game. It has happened a few times to me now, and I don't know why EA cannot fix the simplest things. I don't know if it's just me not reacting, but I'm pretty sure I dive to that bottom corner and he just stands up straight again. It's just one of those frustrating things. Nothing I can really do about it when the game screws you over like that. But Walsall do get their goal, making it 3-1 from the kickoff now. All we have to do is keep the ball, let's slow the game down a little bit, but we lose it quite early. It's a little shove in the back. Walsall get the ball back, and they manage to work their way to the edge of the box, back into the box, pass across. I make the save, but I don't. I push it into the back of my own net. I've got the case of the floppy fingers once again. I don't know what to do about it. How has he scored? It's the same man who scored the other one. He's got 2 for this game, but again, 2 defenders charging for no reason. Get a weak hand to that one. That is shocking, to be honest. I don't know how I've not saved it. The fingers are super floppy and just a shocking performance overall. I do get subbed off after this, but look at it. Look how floppy they are. Just get my hands to it. Again, the keeper dives weird. He puts his arm so far back. There's the substitute. It's squeaky bum time for the rest of the team now. There's 20 minutes left, but we do hold on to keep the win 3-2 overall. And we are some very lucky boys to get those 3 points. But now we have to move on to the next game against Doncaster. Away from home again. We get the kickoff, and that normally means one thing. We get the first opportunity of the game. The ball over the top goes over Omar's head, but it falls back to him. Drills it past the keeper though to put us 1-0 up 7 minutes into this game. Another flying start for us, and I am just happy to see Omar scoring goals again. He's had such a dry spell recently, but the pass back and he just wellies it. 0.06 chance of a goal. He doesn't matter about that though. He doesn't care. Just hits it so hard. The keeper dives to the floor, nowhere near it. Not long after, Doncaster get the first opportunity, but my defender makes a good block. It does find its way across the goal as well. It's a bit dodgy, but lucky enough it goes out for a corner. And from that corner, he hits it at the near post, but I dive and save and grab that one, gather it all up. But then we concede another stupid goal where I'm just stood there making myself look like an absolute mug. This happened so much to me. Miller hits it across the goal, but my defender is there, so I don't expect it to go there. I think he's going to make a block, so I cover the near post and he just hits it across. I'm just staring at the ball flying to the back of the net. It's a good turn, but for some reason John doesn't close him down quick enough. He kind of lets him have the space and he just turns and hits it pretty well into that top corner. With the game all level now, we are back on the attack. Omar passes it back across. I think it's Thomas, who's actually been out injured for a while now. He gets his first goal back, making it 2-1, and Omar is the man of the hour at the moment. Just charges into the box, gets a bit lucky the defender doesn't make a strong enough tackle, cuts it back, and Thomas is there, just smashes it across the keeper. It's not Thomas, it's Wilson who's been injured, my mistake, but either way he finds the back of the net, gets his first goal back for the team. Just before half time, Doncaster get the final attack of the game. We get a nice tackling, but he passes back to the striker who hits it just over the bar. He's going to be fuming with that one. I think I actually would have made the save, hits it on the volley, but look how close I am to saving it. Just over the bar though, and we go into the half-time interval with the 2-1 lead. Doncaster kick off the second half of the game. They don't do much with the ball, so it takes them to the 65th minute for us to get an opportunity. The clearance is a bit of a dodgy one. Another dodgy clearance back across the box. Thomas is there. No, it's Wilson, I mean. Again, he gets his second goal of the game. For some reason, I have Thomas on the mind, but Wilson is there with his second goal, and it's a mistake from the defence. Look how bad this is. The overhead kick goes wild. The header back across, and somehow the keeper makes a mistake to add on top of that, and Wilson gets his goal. It's just poor defensively from Doncaster. That's a goal that could have been avoided. Look how he falls, a bit like a tree. There's timber down to the floor. We don't care. We've got the extra goal cushion. Doncaster with another opportunity. This time he hits it straight at me again, and I make a meal of this one as well. Another spectacular save for no reason. Maybe I'm a little bit too short. Could have used both hands. Decided to use the one hand. Either way, the ball is kept out of the net, and their keeper does a good job with that save. Another long ranger from Omar, trying to get his second goal of the game. Doncaster still not giving up. It's a great block by my defender though, stopping them getting a consolation goal, but we do win that game 3-1. Not a very good game for myself, only conceding one goal, and I actually finished the match, which is a miracle in its own right. I don't finish many games, but now we're moving on to the Papa John's Trophy, round 3, which I think we already played, or maybe it's a Carabao Cup, but we're against Swindon Town, and they get their first opportunity, hits it at the near post, just past that top corner. I'm very lucky to get another one. This time he just dribbles the ball back to me, I just catch it and hold it tight. We finally get our first attack in the 30th minute. Defender makes a mistake and somehow it falls to... Is it Thomas? Is it Thomas this time? Please say it's Thomas. Am I right? Nope, it's Neufeld. I've never seen him before in my life, but either way, he scores a goal, puts us into lead, but the defender here is shocking. Gets a touch and someone loses the ball in the box. Neufeld drills the ball at the near post. Keeper doesn't quite charge out, at least a gap there. Misses it by a fingertip. And we scored from the first opportunity we have created. Another one for Swindon Town at a near post again. Trying to find that top corner. I actually make a save this time. Dive across the floor, make it. And another save. Bounce onto the post. A case of the floppy fingers. But this time I am thankful the post is there. Just bounces back to me as well so I can hold on tight to the ball. And that is where the first half ends. We are very lucky to be in the lead. We are holding on by our fingertips. Swindon have been all over us the first half. Hopefully we can hold on in the second. But they get the first opportunity opportunity, hits it on the volley but skews it wide. Another big chance missed by Swindon Town. We got a second chance and we don't miss. 100% record, 2-0. 2 opportunities, he just can't stop us, and this time it is Thomas. He does finally score. I knew he did eventually. We just overloaded the defensive line. Look how many men we were pushing forward, defenders coming across for no reason, and Thomas there drills it. The keeper does make a good attempt at a save, but it's not good enough or not quick enough, I don't know. It's just under or just out of his reach. Unlucky from the goalkeeper, but 2-0 up for us. They get a free kick, they whip it in. It's a no man's land. I dive out, miss it completely. The defender wins the dive and header, but he hits it just over the crossbar. And when I say just, he skims it. Look how good the header is. I'm diving nowhere near it, to be honest. Look how close that is to half in the deficit, but we're on the attack. Our third opportunity of the game, and it's another goal. The keeper is so unlucky again, man. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. It's Eastman, the club captain, I believe. But again, right side of the pitch, just pass across. No one closes him down, just hits it. Keeper definitely should be saving. I don't know why he's fallen like that. Just stand up tall, make the save. But there we go. I get subbed off for keeping a clean sheet. 8 shots against 2 saves, 7.1 rating. And they're subbing me off. But we get another goal in the 89th minute. We had 5 shots overall. Crazy. And now you witness another mistake for myself. I missed the intro, but we're playing against Rochdale at home this time. They get the first opportunity, and I'm fuming with this one. I am moving in the perfect direction. They score in the 4th minute. They start this game on fire, and I'm just annoyed that I didn't save. I don't know how. I move across, but for some reason, the goalie doesn't dive. I just stand there looking at the ball. Look at that. Fly across, and he turns his body out the way. If he stood square on, I probably would have saved it, but look. The ball goes past, it just turns. 1-0 down already. We need to come back, but Rochdale on the attack once more. This time trying to finesse it past me, but there I am to make the save. A long range deflected, just gather it up. Nope, I refuse to gather that one up. Bounce that for a corner, and from that corner, they whip it in. I'm in no man's land again, but I'm lucky my defender is there to save my life and the goal. There I am diving for that one. That we're going to half time, 1-0 down. We have done nothing that whole half. It's pretty shocking considering we've scored so many goals. But not long into the second half, we do get an opportunity. Wilson drives into box, he finds that far corner, putting us all level. Our strike force has just been on top form this whole episode. Omar, Wilson, Thomas getting involved as well. Goal after goal, and I'm glad to see us back to this type of form. But look how much pace he shows here. Just charges through the defenders. They can't get back quick enough. Holds them up a little bit. Gets a shove in the back. He has the composure to drill it past the keeper. Keeper dives. He's just an inch away from saving it. All level in this game. Now look at the hold-up play from Wilson. It's a bit funky what happened there. We do get an opportunity. It just hits the side netting of the goal. And now what a random ball from Rochdale. No one there, but there actually is a man there. Passes it across. Defender gets the block in. Messes up. But look at that for a save. The other defender covers me really well. But look at the reactions from myself. I'm going to blow my own trumpet here. Fantastic save. Push it onto the post again. This time I do try and get the ball back, but my defender just scoops it away, hits it out wide. Again, this time I'm diving at someone's feet, gathering the ball up, putting my life at risk. We get a corner in the 80th minute, which gets cleared, but not very well. Back to the man who took the corner, and now again, look at the space. No one closes him down. It's Beauty Man who gets the second goal, putting us in the lead. What has gone on there? The Rochdale defenders just standing like statues. Don't care about the game apparently. Just let us play around in their own box. No man closing down there. Then look, no one just do anything. Expecting someone else to do their job for him, and the keeper probably should be saved. It's not that good a strike, to be fair to him. I think it goes just over his hand. He dives just under his hand. Pretty shocking, but 2-1, and then I get subbed off again. It's too good to be true. 8 shots, 2 saves, 7.1 rating again. 89th minute, sub me off. But we do go on to win that game, obviously. We've won so many games. We've just hit some great form over the Christmas period. I think it's like 7 out of 8 wins, which is a crazy stat. But sadly, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.